Hey, it's Dave Knight here at Knight Capital Management. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. You're in my home office here, uh, inside my own little trading office here. And let me just pull this out here so you can take a look at the, well, there's my, I don't know how much you can see of it, but there's my three monitors behind me plus my laptop that I got going on here. And well, you can see some of my boys' pictures and whatnot. Steeler fan, obviously, UT fan like the University of Tennessee. But anyway, so what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about trading. I want to talk about patience and discipline and self-control. I want to talk about components that make for a successful trader, and how you as an individual can get yourself into the winner circle more often than that loser circle that most of us in the day trading realm, or trading in particular, seem to find themselves in. The statistics in this business is extremely overwhelming. Even in the year business that I went from when I started Knight Capital Management as a company, well, I actually started in 2007, but physically coming in and having a live trading room, I started that in September of 2009. We just finished up our first year. And just in this first year, I've had a lot of growing pains that I've had to go through as a trader, trying to bring out my information to the market, and obviously not doing it correctly the first time around, because I'm a trader. I'm not a vendor. I'm not someone that's out there trying to make a buck off everybody that's in sight, like some of these guys are throwing out a ton of money for their the latest, greatest bread slicing program. I've made my living in the markets and as a trader and as a futures trader specifically the last 25 years. Well, actually it's 27 years of my life now, getting ready to closing in on 44 years old. I can't believe that I'm getting that close I'm starting to creep up to that, the big 50, right? But when you look at trading, I believe with all my heart that the psychological makeup of you as a trader, the way that you approach the two fundamental concepts of fear and greed, and the teeter-totter that kind of environment creates. If you're too fearful, obviously, or you're too greedful, and that strategy that you develop behind that, trying to keep that even keel. Our TCB trading strategy that we're coming out with here in the near future, which is going to have an extremely limited run, and I really mean that. We're going to put a very extreme amount of a run. I don't even know how many units I want to sell of this. If I start getting uncomfortable with if I start people taking it, hand over fist, I'm going to shut it down, because I don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to have this particular trading strategy. I really don't. This strategy is for the little trader. This strategy is for a small account trader. It's not for some freaking portfolio manager who's going to take advantage of my knowledge, because I am coming from that environment into this environment. And if that particular portfolio manager wants to get involved in contact with me, you know who you are. But anyway, so I've come from that trading background, and I've been doing this in quite a long time, and it's just, it's a passion for me, and it will continue to be a passion for me until basically I stop breathing. That is just something that is extremely important to me, to be as good as I can in the environment that I've chosen, this particular environment in our career, in my career choice. Obviously, I think that I spent enough time to have a doctorate. I don't have a doctorate in this. I don't have a master's degree. I got a degree in accounting from Duquesne University here in Pittsburgh. I went on to work as an accountant and a mutual fund controller, and then I went as a trader, and then I went and worked for a private company, and I went out on my own. I like being my own boss. I like being able to call my own shots. I would not be a good employee. Well, maybe I would be a good employee if the employer would listen to me, as opposed to them enforcing their will upon me. Well, anyway, that's neither here or there, right? But anyway, our TCB trading strategy takes advantage of what I believe in as a trader. Do you have enough room for profit on your trade, and swinging for the fences? Those two components, and another way of looking at that is a very simple story that we learned as kids called the tortoise and the hare, right? Who won that race? Even though the hare was faster, the rabbit in this case was faster, he was stronger, he was everything better than the little turtle that was just plodding along at his own steady pace. The tortoise or the turtle is the actual winner of that story when we learn about that particular thing as a kids. I mean, we learn about some of the, what's that book that says we've learned everything that we know by the age 5 or something, that makes us what we are today. But that story that we learned, like the little engine that could, or all these other things that we've learned as kids, the tortoise and the hare is one of those little stories that we can apply as traders, that makes fundamental and technical sense as a trader. To have a part of your trade that goes after that consistent profit, that it's available more times than not. To have that swing for the fence occasionally that comes in to the trade that makes you say, wow, look how much money I made on that trade. That is what the TCB crude oil method is all about. It's plain and simple the best trading strategy that I've ever made. And I think that I just keep getting better with age, just like good wine. That's the way it is as a trader. If you stick with it long enough, you know, you get inspired. At least the creative side and the idea side of me and the design side of me just consistently get better. How can you as an individual help me? Well, if you got specific expertise to help me get my products out there, then get in contact with me. I am not a vendor, nor do I want to be, but I wouldn't mind putting my stuff together in a presentable way and making it look really nice so that someone's got something in front of them and say, wow, this is a solid strategy. It's a solid strategy. You know, I'm not the best writer out there. I'm not the best a lot of things, but what I do know is I know how to trade, and I know how to put together a good trading strategy, and I know how to show you how to do it. I got a lot of videos inside our roundtable. Our roundtable members have been using this strategy, and inside our trading room they've been seeing me demonstrate this strategy in a live format. I'm not here to say join me today. I could care less if you join with me or not. If and only if I want you in, if you really want to make a difference in your life, you're really looking for change. If the job that you're into right now, that just over broke job that we seem to put ourselves into, has got you where you think, wow, there's something better in this life that I can do with it. Well, maybe we should talk. But regardless, if you're on the other side of that, if you got, I think this business is a business that you need to have money to make money as well. And you have to have the ability to be able to trade with money that you're not scared with. So in other words, if the money you're putting in trading and your risk is scared money, it's been said that's a bad investment, or you know, sending bad money or good money after bad money, or however you want to put that. You know, having that second income source come in is always a good component if you know, but along those lines, if you're looking to make a career change, I mean, trading is one of those last bastions of environment here, as long as it lasts in capitalism, unless we lose the capitalistic society that we're in. This environment is going to be available to us to be able to make our own way in the world, to be able to make our own decisions and be our own bosses. There's nothing greater, in my humble opinion, this is my very, very humble opinion, of being a trader and being a stay-at-home dad is what I've chosen right now in my life. And to be able to go to my son's football practices right now, to sit there and help coach, to do things that are important to me. It's been said that you work so that you can do the things that you want to do. If you're working all the time and you're not getting to do the things that you want to do you have your life turned upside down? I would say so. I would honestly say that you got your life turned upside down if you're spending 80 hours at work and 10 hours with your family. Are you doing the right thing by them? Yeah, there's more to life than being a good financial provider. You can cut back. You can find something else. You can take that risk out there if you want to. The question is, do you want to? Do you want to take that risk? Do you want to, in some cases, give up that prestigious job that you think, wow, that everybody likes me in, and then as soon as you leave, you don't hear from anybody? That's what you hear from in the real world. The real world could care less about what you're doing out there. It's your circle of influence that really care about you. And that small circle that really is your circle of influence, that is the people that really care about you in the long run. Do right by them. Do right by those people. And I'm not saying to quit your job today. I'm not saying to give up everything that you've worked for. But if you're in that area, if you're unemployed right now, if you're looking in between jobs, there's a lot of you guys out there that have given 30 years of your life to a company, or 15 from one and 15 from another, and you're working at McDonald's now or some kind of menial job that you're not even getting $10 an hour for. Why? Why are you doing that? You got to ask yourself why. This is a business that you can make $67 a minute in. I'm not kidding here when I say $67 a minute. I can prove it on a trade that we did that lasted 42 minutes. And you made $67 a minute, and you can figure out that. Take 67 times 42, and you can figure out how much money that trade made. That's the kind of... Now, that's just one example of trading, say, 5 or 6 contracts. Now, if you take that out to 10 or 15, or you think about these 100-lot traders that are out there trading right now. This I can't impress upon you how powerful this business is and how much fun it can be if you go at it right. You got to come in this with 3 big components though: patience, self-control, and discipline. You have to learn how to control the fear, and you have to learn how to control the greed component of your business. This is a business. Joe Ross said it a lot better than I ever said it. He said the key to trading is to trade what you see, not what you think. And I'm not saying that that Joe Ross does anything with me, because he doesn't. But it's just a guy that I learned from that I respect immensely out there in the business. There's a lot of guys that I feel that way about, that have been extremely helpful for me. My prior company I learned a lot from as well. Every point along that way I've picked up something from somebody. There's nothing new under the sun, guys. It's just a matter of how you use that information to allow you to have a better life for not only yourself, but your family. This is Dave Knight here at Knight Capital Management. I thank you for letting me sit here and talk to you. See here for the last 13 minutes. I think we get 15 minutes now. I appreciate that. Feel free to give me any feedback. Look forward to seeing you in our trading room. Please take advantage before our prices do go up. If you're watching this after the fact, sorry you missed it. That's just the way it is. Talk to you later. Bye now.